In this video, I'm going to be sharing my dating experience, being fat at 25, and stuck working at a dead end job. For most of my life, I felt like I wasn't worthy to do great things. I let my mental health go to shit, I let my body go to shit, and now I'm stuck at a place I don't want to be. Hell, I have none of the dating results that I want either. So, if anyone can relate to this, I hope that what I'm talking about today, my mistakes, that you could avoid it in the future. Point number one, feeling unworthy and being fat. I remember walking around with my boys on the streets, and whenever we walk across a group of girls, they would always be the one that gets the attention, and I would always feel like I was invisible. But I still tried. I opened up Tinder, I opened up Hinge, I even opened up Bumble. And yeah, I could find a few matches here and there. I was able to get some dates. However, they always flaked or they show up but never be willing to go on the second dates. Because of this, I was spiraling down a pretty dark hole. When I look up to the people that I admire, when I look at their lifestyle, when I look at the money that they can make, the places that they can travel to, the girls that they take on date, the social life that they have, I realize I have none of these things. Why? Is it because I'm just fat? No, I realize it's pretty deeper than that. I had no respect for myself because I wasn't working on myself at all. For a long time, I was thinking of change. I want to change, but I was too afraid to take the risk. So I kept putting it off. One day turned into 1 week turned into a month, and a month turned into years. And I remember that the more that I was putting this change away, the more that I was afraid to get out of my comfort zone, the more aching my heart gets. And it was so bad to a point where I was just numbing myself with anything I can find. So I said enough was enough. I mean, who's going to give me $1 million? Who's gonna give me a pretty girl that's gonna be loyal to me? Who's gonna give me the confidence that I wanted? I realized that nobody is gonna come and save my ass. And the reason why I'm in that situation was because of my poor choices in the first place. So, enough was enough. And so far, what I found out that really helps me is the little things. I found that going to the gym helps. I found that waking up earlier and folding my bed helps. Eating healthier, like all these little things, it stacks up over time for me. This is how I was able to begin lifting myself out of that dark place. Second point, for years, I was convincing myself that I should be okay with working at an average job. I was supposed to be okay with a 9 to 5. I think what really kills my social interaction here is, let me explain. I would show up to work. After a while, I found myself spacing out for more than half the day to just get through the work. Over time, over the years, I unconsciously trained myself to be numb to everything. My brain wasn't creative, talking to people anymore. I wasn't meeting much people either. In front of strangers, I would always be like super awkward, super shy. And I think there's also a level of degree of feeling like I deserve anything here, that I was willing to settle for something that was too sustainable, too comfortable, to even challenge my brain to even think about doing anything. For a long time, I was too afraid to take the next step. I was too afraid to risk it and try to make more money by doing something else. I was too afraid to risk it, chasing my dreams. All these factors eventually comes together, pretty much destroys my self-worth because my action wasn't really measuring up to what I want in life. I realized that settling for less, not taking risk, not changing, not giving myself the permission to be confident, not giving myself the permission to go through the uncomfort to change, not giving myself the permission of slow changes like waking up earlier and going to the gym just 30 minutes to an hour a day is the death of everything. Anyways, what I'm trying to say here is the next step to changing, at least for me, it doesn't have to be something grand. It doesn't have to be something so big that's out of your mind. It could just be folding your clothes or doing the laundry, or it could just be reading 10 pages a day. It could just be disciplining yourself to eat more protein every single day. These small things eventually stacks up, and before I wasn't doing any of these. Before, I was just numbing, I was just eating, and I was just finding any way for me to get through the day, for me to get through the weekend. And that was my life. So, guys, if you like the story, if you can take anything out of this, if you just simply enjoy in the comfort of me talking about this, please consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. I'm going to be documenting more of my stories, of my lessons in the future. So I hope you stay tuned, and peace out.